It was a chilly February in 2021 when the world of Nyeisha Nelson's loved ones was turned upside down. The 20-year-old mother was last seen on February 11th dropping her daughter off at a school in Crescent City, Florida. The routine drop-off seemed ordinary, but when Nyeisha didn't return to pick up her little girl that afternoon, her family's worry began to grow. By February 17th, with no sign of Nyeisha, her family reported her missing. The next day, the first clue surfaced, a chilling discovery. Nyeisha's vehicle was found abandoned in a wooded area near Crescent City. The days that followed were filled with dread and fear. On February 20th, the grim reality came to light. A shallow grave was found on a nearby fern farm, and fingerprints confirmed their worst fears. It was Nyeisha Nelson. The once hopeful and vibrant hairdresser had met a tragic end. The police declared her case a homicide, believing that she knew her attacker. "We do not believe this was a random act," stated Putnam County Sheriff's Office Colonel Joseph Wells. "There is no threat to the community." Despite the gravity of the situation, no suspects or persons of interest have been publicly named. Nyeisha was remembered as a promising young woman who was well liked in her tight-knit community. Her 5-year-old daughter, now under the care of her grandmother, Josephine Blocker, was struggling to understand the situation. Blocker shared the emotional toll it had taken on their family, saying, "I can't get too upset and show a whole lot of emotion, to try to keep the baby calm because she's only 5 and she senses a lot of stuff going on." As of now, the cause of Nyeisha's death remains undisclosed, and the community is urged to come forward with any information that might help solve this heart-wrenching case. Those with information can contact the Putnam County Sheriff's Office at 386-329-0800, Crime Stoppers at 1-888-8277-8477, or their local authorities. If you or anyone you may know may have any information about Nyeisha Nelson's tragic demise, please don't hesitate to come forward and help Nyeisha's family get the answers they deserve.
Deputy confirms human remains found over the weekend are those of 20-year-old Nyeisha Nelson.
News4Jax reporter Bree Isom tells us more about what investigators have found out about her disappearance and death.
The Putnam County Chief Deputy tells me that Nyeisha Nelson's case is being ruled as a homicide, but at this time, he's not saying how she was killed.
I remember her face. I'll never forget her face. She's always had a smile on her face, beautiful smile.
Chief Deputy Joe Wells says the last time anyone saw Nyeisha Nelson was the morning of February 11th when she dropped off her daughter at school. Wells says she was reported a missing person last Wednesday, and on Thursday her car was found in a wooded area outside of Crescent City. 4 to 5 miles down the road is where Chief Deputy Wells says they located human remains on a fern farm off County Road 308. Deputies have confirmed those remains are those of Nyeisha Nelson.
It's a small town, and I just moved here about 7 months ago. Never expected anything like this to happen.
Chief Deputy Wells confirms that the individual who owns the land had nothing to do with this homicide. The Chief Deputy says he believes that Nelson knew the person or persons who killed her, that this was not random. Detectives want to know who drove this car away from that scene and would like to hear from anyone who saw the car after February 11th. Chief Deputy Wells tells me that the Sheriff's Department does have some potential suspects that they're interviewing right now, but he can't tell me if they are male or female. He's asking that anyone that knows anything about this case call 911 or call Crime Stoppers. There is a $5,000 reward being offered. Reporting in Putnam County, Bree Isom, Channel 4, the local station.